So here we are, Monday morning. Friday, we had nearly a 500-point sell-off in the market. We closed down over 475 points. We wake up Monday morning, and the implied open is 200. Market opens, we're up, 375. What is going on? What happened over the weekend? Did somebody surrender? I didn't hear anybody surrendering. It's typical of what we call price accommodation. But before I get into that, let's get back to what happened on Friday. Panic set in for the first time. VIX index rallied. People got scared. Well, first of all, they're scared because they don't believe anymore there's going to be a rate cut. Remember what's been pushing this market since October. Rate cut, rate cut, rate cut. As long as they keep saying rate cuts, then everybody's anticipating, oh, rate cut, that means hotter earnings. That means stock prices go up. Let me buy, let me buy. But now they're at the point they don't believe the rate cuts anymore because guess what? It was finally confirmed that we've had last 2 months inflation's increasing. There's not going to be rate cuts. People are finally figuring out, wait a minute, there may be rate hikes. Panic sets in. VIX index, boom, goes up, confirms the panic. Unbelievable. And then in the afternoon, the White House comes out and says, oh, there's imminent danger that Iran, who the White House funds, gives them the money to attack Israel. Oh, they may be attacking Israel tonight. People really panicked then. So you had selling of everything. Everybody said, get me out. I got to get into the bond market. Were they nuts? Even our gold came down a bit. Not much, but our gold came down a little bit. And gold, remember, is going to go higher, much higher. So we had this panic on Friday and Monday morning. All of a sudden, it's over. Everything's okay again. The economy's strong. Everything's wonderful. And we're up about 375 points. Well, let's talk about that. How do you have a turnaround from nearly 500 points down to almost 400 points back up on Monday? Well, it all started in 2009. Nobody talks about it. I do all the time. In 2009, when Obama became president, he and Biden, they decided to do some tricks. They decided that, look, let's get rid of the free market system. Free market system, what's that? The stock market has been capitalism. If you want to look at pure capitalism, it's the stock market. You and I determine what a price will be of a stock. We bid back and forth. Government doesn't interfere. You and I decide that price. Obama, who is a closet socialist or Marxist, he didn't like that. So he said, let's get rid of the capitalism part of the stock market and let's go to what we'll call price accommodation. Now you hear that all the time, right? Price accommodation. Oh, Wall Street, the Fed's going to accommodate. The Fed's going to accommodate. All that means is that price accommodation is a central authority setting the price of stocks. That's right, a central authority. Not you and me. Central authority. Who's that central authority? The plunger team. The plunger team. Now who's the members of this plunger team? Well, you have the president, you have the chair of the SEC, the chair of the Fed, you have the Treasury Secretary, and you have the chair of the Commodities Futures Trading Commission. They decide when market's going to rally, when they're not going to rally. Many times there today, you'll see a market go down 200-300 points. Then by the end of the day, it's up positive 50 points before we go close. That's them. So they took away from us, going back in 2009, capitalism in the stock market. Now, they're obviously, Obama and now Biden and his crew, they're all trying to take capitalism away in everything we do. But let's get back to the market. So people are starting to realize the economy's not strong. Wait a minute. How can the economy be strong? Here's what we're listening to every day.
The state of our economy is strong.
Strong. We got record low savings. We got high rates. We got high trade deficits. We got record household debt, record personal debt, record part-time jobs. Our personal bankruptcies are up 17%. Business bankruptcies up over 30%. What are they talking about? Strong economy. We don't have a strong economy. And even Yellen came out.
The economy is remaining strong.
How is the economy remaining strong? We have a terrible economy. First of all, an economy is not strong when you have the Inflation Reduction Act. It didn't work. Remember the Inflation Reduction Act? That was to save Americans money on food and groceries and shelter. It didn't work. It's a total flop. Instead, gasoline is up 40%. 12% today. Today, groceries up 34%, but the White House lies and says it's 20%. Rents are up 30%. Used cars still today, I'm talking about April 2024, still up 37%. But they're telling us everything is fine, the economy is fine. But remember, at the same time, gasoline and groceries and rent and shelter all up. Savings is down. Savings is going down, not up. How's that a good economy? Remember, in 2020, we had a record increase of 32% in savings. It was up to 2.2 trillion. Today, guess what? Our savings is down to 190 billion from 2.2 trillion. It dropped from 32% to today at 4.2%. And they're telling us the economy is good? If the economies were so good, then why is it the 401ks hardship withdrawals are up 33%? That's a record. We've never seen that. Not even in 2008 did we ever see 33%. Come on. Are you kidding me? What are you, nuts? Credit card debt, $17 trillion. That's a record. And here's the problem. People have no savings, their 401ks are tapped, and now they're relying on credit cards with high interest rates. What are you, nuts? It's insane. A good economy doesn't rely on credit cards. Remember, a good economy, when you have Bidenomics, remember, Bidenomics caused the head of the middle class family to be put in a position to choose between, let's see, should I get medicine or should I pay the rent? Do I do food or gasoline in my car so I can go to work? Food alone is absorbing a record 20 to 30% of a person's income. Now that's causing the head of a family of four to pay $1,265 more a month or $15,000 more a year than they had to pay under Trump. So economy is good. It's remaining strong is what they're telling us.
The economy is remaining strong.
When a person has to go into their pocket, a head of a family of four has to go into their pocket and pull out $15,000, they don't have it, so they go to their credit card. And credit card balances are unbelievable. In other words, we have more delinquencies right now in credit cards than ever before. We've never seen these kind of delinquencies in credit cards. But an economy is not strong when the president, the Treasury Secretary, and the Federal Reserve Chair all sit there and lie to us. Say, hey, we got a strong labor market. Tell everybody we got a strong labor market. They'll believe that. Really? But they got caught lying. Remember that? That's right. They got caught fudging 437,000 jobs in 2023. They said they created. They got caught. Never created them. They were lying. If the economy's doing so well, why do they got to lie to us about the jobs? Why do they have to make them up if the economy's so strong? Why are they masking the fact that each 1 million high-paying full-time jobs are being replaced by a record 8 million, let's say, multiple jobs. So for every 1 million high-paying full-time jobs, they're gone and they're being replaced with multiple jobs. So how can we have this strong economy? So that's why Friday we started to see the VIX rally, fear come in, and people started to dump and go to the bond market because now are realizing they've been sold a bill of goods. The national debt from 2008 to 2023, people aren't stupid, up 266%. Are you nuts? That's crazy. And now the national debt is increasing under Biden, who does nothing but spend $1 trillion every 90 days. 1 trillion. Deficits are increasing. Remember, 2008 to 2023, 340%. 2023 alone, historic 1 trillion deficit for 2024, up 540 billion for the first quarter. Never ever in history did that happen. And understand, there's big consequences with deficits. You have deficits, remember, you got debt and you got deficits all going up. You got economy that is stalling, it's not growing. Our ratio of debt to economic growth is at 140%. We can't pay our bills. It's supposed to be at 60%. At 140%, our lenders, Japan and China, said, we want more interest. They know we'll never go bankrupt, we'll never default because we have a printing machine, but they're nailing us with higher interest rates, killing our economy. So we had an increase in money supply. Think about the increase in money supply. They increased it by 214%. That's terrible. When you keep on cranking the money out there to put into the system and you got more money than you got productivity, that's why we got 40-year high inflation. Biden keeps on increasing money supply, keeps on spending. That is why on Friday we had the big sell-off. And the plunger team, which he leads, came in on Monday morning and said, let's crank up the market. Let's get it up there 400 points on the opening. Well, guess what? It went up about 375, and right now it's down 276, almost 300 points. The government has had a net loss in 2023 of 1.2 trillion. Wait a minute, how do you have a net loss in 2023? A net loss.
The state of our economy is strong.
Is that strong when you have a net loss of 1.2 trillion? You gotta be nuts. Any business would be filing bankruptcy. We don't have to though. We got a printing machine. A net loss, 1.2 trillion. Interest. In 2008 was 388 billion on our debt. You know what it is today? It's increased 157%. Our debt, interest, is just under $1 trillion. Every 24 hours, the government has got to now borrow $3.8 billion. So when you hear the next time how great the economy is doing, it's not doing great. It's doing terrible. Now, the one thing that Obama did do for us by going to socialism, taking from us the market that was free of government interference, that was a capitalist stock market, and now he's turned it into where it's a central market, is that you can get rid of all the fundamentals. Stop following fundamentals. Listen to this. This is what they want you to follow.
When you have 45 BRICS, 45 countries, and the BRICS plus countries rising in membership, including Saudi Arabia and the UAE, when you have 45 countries doing trade settlements outside of the US dollar, when you see what's happening with the ruble and the yuan and what they're doing in the oil trade, what even Japan is doing now outside of the petrodollar, these are massive implications on the US dollar when you take away that synthetic demand from the petrodollar. When you look at what's happening in the COMEX market, the deliveries going out by day, all of these things are massive. And when you look at central banks dumping U.S. treasuries consistently and stacking physical gold at record levels, these are massive changes right now. You could argue that we're already in real time seeing changes. And when you could argue that when the IMF was talking about CBDC in 2020, the height of the COVID crisis.
My God, this is what they want you to follow. Wall Street, this is what they want you to follow. You kidding? I got a headache. My hair's on fire. Look, the good news, and my gang will tell you, we're doing terrific. Look at our gold. Look at our oil. We're gold and oil because we don't follow the fundamentals. The fundamentals mean nothing. It's all garbage. You got to follow the money. That's what's important. You follow the money. If you follow the institutional money, if you follow the insurance company, the hedge funds, if you follow their money, is it going into gold? Is it going into silver? Is it going into healthcare stocks? Is it going into tech stocks? You're going to be fine. You're going to do terrific. That's what we do every day here at Phil's Gang. But to follow fundamentals, it used to be 80% of retail customers lost money in the market. Do you know now it's 90% losing money? Now the gang, we haven't lost money. We haven't lost money at all. We've been doing very, very well. When we took over, when we decided, we bought gold. Just take a look at our gold here. Here's our color-coded chart. And you can learn how to use this chart, which will help you assist your chart because it will show you when the money is going in. Your charts don't do that. Our chart is color-coded, so it does. So it's a great tool for whatever you're using, whatever platform you're using. What a great tool. And you can join our gang. First of all, 10 days, you don't pay a thing. You're going to learn how to use the color-coded chart, and you're going to understand how the market works. What do I mean by that? Most people have not a clue what the bond market is or how it affects stock. They don't. They have no idea. They're always waiting for somebody to tell them on TV, I buy this hot stock or buy this hot stock. You notice they never tell you to sell a stock short. They always say buy, right? So look at our gold. We started to buy gold when it turned green. In fact, our more advanced members started to buy even earlier on what we call swing trades. Look at this. That's our gold. Another gold, AU. Look at every one of our metals. Look, GDX, okay, copper. And they're still up today. We had that little pullback on Friday when everybody panicked. But these stocks are still showing relative strength. Now, today with our members, we had them put stops in to protect themselves in case it comes back down. If they get stopped out, they're going to be fine because then we turn around and we'll make money as it drops. But these are our gold stocks. Look how well we've done. Look, went from red to green. We were in gold stocks when nobody was in gold stock. Not even Peter Schiff. We were in even before he was in gold stock. Look at our FCX. Beautiful. Our copper. The other thing we did, we bought oil stocks when nobody wanted. Look at this. We bought refiners. I said, get into the refiners. Look at the refiners. MPC. Look at this. And here's another oil stock. Look at turned green. Look, this is not fake. This is true right here. This is all true. This is charting. You're following the money. You're following the money. You're not following the garbage, the stupidity. Oh my God, there's so much of it out there. We bought JP Morgan before anybody bought JP Morgan. Look, right here. And now JP Morgan is rolling over. We're getting ready to short it. So look, the market, if you follow the money, that's the beautiful thing. And now all you're going to hear is, oh, listen, the market's doing great. We're going to accommodate Wall Street. Accommodate. So all you're going to hear, accommodate, accommodate. Remember what that is. That's a central authority deciding where prices are going to be. It has nothing to do with fundamentals. So that's why you want to follow the money. It's no longer capitalism, where you and I decide the price and you can apply fundamentals. No longer. You got to follow the money, and it works. So check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and it's free for 10 days. You'll have an education that will be with you forever. So you follow, again, the market. And here at Phil's Gang, when you follow the market, what I'm talking about, you're going to be following the money. And here at Phil's Gang, you got very experienced members, okay, that you can share with our chat room. These are experienced, serious traders. You'll be involved with them. You got myself and Willie, and you got Steven. We've been around for a long time. We got a great amount of experience. In 10 days, you're going to either feel, you know what, these guys really know what they're doing. This makes sense what they're doing. Look at their chart. Boy, this makes sense. Or you're going to say, no, it doesn't make sense. You got 10 days to figure it out. But I'm telling you right now, I've been saying to everybody, the market is going to have the biggest crash ever. But we're not sitting there waiting for the market to crash. You never fight the Fed. How can you not have a crash? But the reason that the market hasn't crashed, if you go take a look at the .com and you go look at the .com and the housing con, financial con, and you see where the .com went up, the housing con went up, this guy just went straight up and hasn't stopped, because now we no longer have a free market, but it will collapse, and you want to be on the other side shorting it when it does. That's it. Go to my site, philsgang.com. See you on the chart, free for 10 days. Get a great education in charting. We'll help you with that, and stock picks.